Hello, good morning, guys. Morning, great morning, everyone. Oh, I'm sorry, it's already noon. Wow. Good afternoon, everyone. Yes, I'm freezing cold. The weather is really bad. It's been very, very cold, and it's just the beginning of November. So I don't know why the weather is so cold. So, yes, if you see me in these heavy things, that's the reason. I hope you guys are doing great. So, today we have a great topic giving the legal scoop on what's been happening in the U.S. immigration world. So there's some new immigration provisions that have been introduced into the Build Back Better proposal, and the Congress is going to be voting on this soon. And they have inserted some immigration provisions into the bill. I looked at the text of the bill, and then we will go more into detail. We will go into detail some more later with regards to what exactly the immigration provisions cover. Guys, welcome, welcome. Drop me a comment. So I'm just going to go ahead and share my screen with you guys, and then we'll talk about the Build Back Better proposal, specifically honing in on the immigration and what it means for undocumented immigrants, what the latest proposal is. There is a latest proposal. I think we touched on it earlier. We talked about the parole provisions, and that's basically what has been inserted into the proposal. So I'll be sharing my screen, and then we can dissect the issues. Okay, guys, so here we go. I think I may have to zoom in. Okay, I think it's clear enough. Okay, perfect. So the latest version of the House's 1.75 trillion social spending package includes immigration provisions. Yes, so it's a social spending package. That's the Build Back Better proposal. Okay, and pretty much they need to vote on it in Congress. Congress is the house that needs to vote on laws. They make laws for the United States. They have the mandate to make laws according to Article 1 of the U.S. Constitution. They make laws, and so all these bills have to pass through Congress, and both houses of Congress, the Senate and then the House of Representatives, have to vote on it, and then it will be passed into a law. And so, yes, it's the social spending package, and it's just recently. I think the text was released yesterday. Yesterday or so, and so it's very fresh. And again, we have hope that finally, I'm really praying that finally this is going to pass all the tests that it will be put to. Okay, so yes, so the 1.7 is a spending package, and it includes the immigration provisions. And what it's going to do with that, I'm stuttering so much this morning. I'm sorry. I don't know why. I think I'm also very hungry. I haven't eaten, so forgive me. Guys, drop me your comments. Let me know you're watching, and that will give us some warmth here. And yes, drop some fire emojis to kill the cold. Drop the fire emojis for us. We're so cold. Oh my goodness. Yes, the heater is on, but it's still cold. The Ghana in me is just rebelling. Okay, so what this bill is going to do is that it will give up to 10 years of work authorization for undocumented people who are living in the US. Yes, so this is an effort to comply with Senate rules that have killed two previous plans. We've discussed the previous plans extensively in other videos. I think the first one was a budget, the first one was concerned, of course, again, budget reconciliation on how to. Interesting enough, the first plan has just gone out of my head. The second plan is the registry plan. Yes, so you'll find all my other videos, but essentially, the Senate parliamentarian said that those things were not fit to be put into a budget reconciliation. So they were ruled out as in trying to give citizenship to undocumented people. And so here they haven't been too ambitious. What they've done is they've cut back on their dreaming, so to speak. So now they're not promising citizenship to undocumented immigrants. What they're doing is just giving them 10 years of work authorization. And also, of course, the opportunity to travel. Just the very, very basic. And hopefully that will not get too much pushback from everybody else. Okay, so let's continue, guys. The Build Back Better package released by the House on Wednesday does not provide a pathway to citizenship for the estimated 11 million undocumented people already living in the U.S. Yes, and this is not surprising because when any type of proposal comes and it includes a pathway to citizenship for undocumented immigrants, the cry of many people is that, oh, you are rewarding illegals, you are rewarding undocumented people for, their illegality. So you are rewarding them with U.S. citizenship. And so most people don't agree with this because of that. So now what they're doing is just, look, we're just going to give them work authorization. And hopefully people are not going to fight that too much, okay? So it instead relies on a process known as parole. As we spoke, I think we spoke about the parole process a couple of weeks ago, again, right here. And yes, it relies on a process known as parole to waive immigration requirements for 5 years for those who have been living in the U.S. prior to 2011. Okay, so that's going to be the rough cutoff date. Once approved, beneficiaries could apply for a 5-year extension. So when you add everything up, it's going to be a 10-year work authorization. So they're going to give you a 5-year parole, and essentially will give you permission to live in the US, work and travel. And then once it's approved and it's getting to the, end of the approval, the 5-year approval, you can file for an extension. And this will allow you to stay in the country until the end of 2031. So of course we're in 2021, so plus 10 years is the end of 2031. So that's that's really good. I mean, a 10-year work authorization, that's what many people are just looking for. They're not looking for US citizenship per se. Of course, some are, but some just want, something basic to give them back that dignity. Just because they've made a mistake or they've been in unfortunate situations that have made them end up undocumented doesn't mean that they don't want to work. So that's quite a good compromise, looking at how resistant some of the Americans are to legalizing the undocumented immigrants. So it's a bit to appeal to the Senate parliamentarian who twice has battered down more expansive. Hold on, guys. Let me scroll down. Who twice has battered down more expansive immigration proposals, arguing that they did not meet budgetary rules that allow the measure to get around the GOP filibuster. Exactly. So it's our best option for getting past the parliamentarian. So yes, that's it. There's another part of it here. Also at issue is the bill's silence on this issue. Let's talk about it. Whether those who receive parole should be able to access other social services. Okay. Yes, they really just want to give these people the very bare minimum. Like they don't want to be seen to encourage illegality. That's their main concern. That look, if we give these people US citizenship, everybody else is going to come be illegal and then pray that they're going to get documents. So they just want to make sure that social services, these people will not access some of the social services. And some of the social services that have been included so far in the Build Back Better package, they're talking about investing in children and caregiving. They want to deliver 2 years of free preschool for every 3 and 4-year-old in America. And they will give more than 35 million families major tax cuts. They'll combat climate change, affordable health care coverage, so all those things. So for the climate change, for instance, they're going to be encouraging more of electric vehicles, the Teslas and all the electric vehicles that prevent I'll be reading comments, and that prevents the that prevent
Delta has committed to becoming
the climate from
first carbon neutral airline
getting
on a global basis. We believe you shouldn't have to choose between seeing the world.
Guys, I'm really brain dead. I'm not sure what's happening to me. Forgive me. Okay, so yes, let's continue. Because the climate change is not really the focus of this video. The focus of this video is the immigration provisions that have been included in the Build Back Better package. Okay.
The Build Back Better package released by the House on Wednesday does not provide a pathway to
don't need
citizenship
this
for the estimated 11 million
Okay, right,
undocumented
perfect. So
people already
the
living
thing
in
is
the
also
US.
the issue is that
It
remember, guys,
instead
we have a
relies on a
50-50
process
Senate,
known
a
as parole to waive
50-50
immigration
split
requirements
Senate,
for 5 years for
and
those who have been
Vice
living in
President
the
Kamala
US
Harris is
prior
the
to
tiebreaker.
2011.
And so I need to close this. And so the thing is that, remember, a house that is divided against itself cannot stand. And the problem is that there are some Democrats that are still not in favor of some of the provisions. And so, again, it says there are lots of moderate Democrats that have a problem. They're okay to give people work permits. They're okay to have people move around, but they have a problem with benefits. So that's it. They want to give them the bare minimum. Look, let's give them work permits. Let's let them travel around. You know, they can move around with no problem. But don't let us give undocumented people benefits, because those are the moderate Democrats.
In addition to Donziger's 2 years and 2 months in home detention.
I think that if you ask my constituents, do you want to give the illegal benefits, they're going to say no. That's what some of them are saying. So essentially, that's it. They want to just make sure this proposal is quite good. I mean, it's not giving any insane benefits that's going to make it seem like you are rewarding undocumented immigrants.
So here I am,
hopefully
convicted of a misdemeanor.
That is going to work out today. Yes, a very, very short video, guys. I know I haven't come here with the whole of this week, so I just needed to come. We've been working on some really serious cases with crazy deadlines, very stressful, very, very, very stressful immigration court cases. And so that's why I haven't been coming too much. Just 1 second. Let me see if there's any more we need to talk about. Okay, yeah. So the Build Back Better bill, the bill. So pretty much the concept is that they want to transform the lives of millions of hardworking people and their families in America. And then the bill also includes visa recapture. They want to capture unused visas. My focus is not per se on that. Normally, every year we have a number of visas that go to certain categories, and if those visas are unused, they go to waste. So now they want to capture those unused visas and push them forward so that people can take advantage of those visas. Because of course, as I always say, the thing is that America is it's not an infinite country. Like it's limited, geographically limited, resources are limited. And so what they're doing is gatekeeping. There's only a number of people that can come into the United States as immigrants every year. And they need to regulate it because, believe me, like so many people from all parts of the world want to come and live in America because they want to live their American dream. They know things are working here and all that. So if they don't put some of these checks in place, there's just going to be more people than the country can handle. So they just need to make sure there's a quota each year that the U.S. immigration law allows for immigrants to come into the country, and also don't take over the land of Americans. Those are some of the reasons why Americans are worried about immigrants coming to their country, because they don't want too many people coming. Okay, so the U.S. immigration law tries to regulate the number of people that they allow to come in through some of these techniques and formula for calculating all these things. So that's it. The parole provisions, even without a pathway to citizenship, would still provide temporary status, much like given Dreamers under President Obama. So some would likely be able to secure other pathways to citizenship or residency during the 10-year period outlined in the bill. And that's the point. So even though you have this, if you get this 10-year thing, you should also look for ways to actually adjust your status and secure your own pathway. So for example, you are giving a 10-year work permit or a 10-year travel permit. And then, as you're doing your 6th year, you meet your U.S. citizenship man, husband, and you guys fall in love and you want to spend the rest of your life together, nothing will stop you from actually adjusting your status and getting a pathway to citizenship through the marriage. Okay, so that's just an example of ways through which people can regularize their status. Okay, guys, so okay, yeah, let's read the final part and then we will be done for the day. So immigration relief that provides work permits and deportation protections will transform the lives of millions of families who have lived, worked, and contributed to this country for at least a decade. It will allow people who have been living in this country for an average of 20 years basic freedoms, like the ability to work, the security to remain together with their families, and the opportunity to visit loved ones abroad. Seriously, this is it. I mean, this is really what people want. Like, it's just been summarized. People just want basic freedoms. The undocumented immigrants, they want the ability to work. They want the ability to go out there, earn something, to be able to put food on their tables and put food on the tables of their families. They want the security to remain with their families. They don't want to be arrested and detained and deported, and their families will feel miserable because of these types of separations. And then they want the opportunities to visit loved ones abroad. Most immigrants have loved ones abroad, and sometimes people have their family members that die, that are sick, and they're stuck here because they don't have documents to even just go for their mother's funeral, their father's funeral, their sister's funeral, or their child's funeral. They leave children behind. So that's really what they are looking for in all of this. So hopefully this Build Back Better package is going to give undocumented people the opportunity to enjoy some of these basic human freedoms. Okay, while short of the explicit pathway to citizenship for all 11 million undocumented immigrants, which we know is needed, and we will continue to fight to achieve, this will be the most significant immigration measure passed by Congress in decades. Guys, look, no, I mean, Congress, we like this. It's better than nothing. Giving them 10 years of work authorization, travel permit. I mean, that is way better than leaving them undocumented. That's a way better compromise. So I really hope we'll hear good news within the coming days. I will be doing a video hopefully next week, or I don't know, maybe tomorrow. We'll see, on what the text of the bill says and what the voting, just updates within the coming weeks. So I hope you guys have benefited from this video. Let me read a few comments. Mr. Francis Gabring registering his view here, and he says, I see, guys, you drop me some comments before I leave. Drop me some fire emojis to warm up my room. The weather is just so cold. I don't know where you guys are watching from, but this year's winter is going to be really brutal because, as I said, it's just early November and it's just really, really cold already. So drop me a couple of fire emojis to warm up the room. And let's see. So yes, if you guys have some questions, let's talk about it. And I will be hopping off soon. So Frederick New Victor says, let's hope and pray. That's all we can do. Our hands are tied. I mean, it's really up to these people in Congress to do what they can do for undocumented immigrants. So we're really praying that things work out. All right, guys. So, okay. So Frederick is dropping us some fire emojis, helping us to keep warm. Thank you so much for those fire emojis. I wonder, Frederick, where you are, if the weather is as cold as here. Yes, it's really, really, really cold out here. Anyway, so guys, I wish you a wonderful rest of the day. I hope to come your way again soon, as much as my schedule will allow me to. But if you need our assistance, you can call us 802-7800-564. And we'll be happy to assist you. You can also just simply book a consult on our website. Sometimes we get overwhelmed with calls, so forgive us if we're not able to answer your call. We'll try our best to contact you back, but sometimes it just becomes really difficult. Oh, okay. Frederick is here in same here in VA. You're also in Virginia. Oh gosh, we are freezing. Well, okay, guys. So Yes, I will leave you, and then I'll see you guys tomorrow. Please take care, be safe, and bye-bye.